Okay, now we're going to take our Noodle Tools bibliography and we are going to post it to our glog. So in order to do this process, it's really a two-step, three-step process, honestly. So you really want to have 3 tabs open. And you want to have one tab for your Noodle Tools, one tab for your Google Docs, and one tab for your glog. So let's start at the Noodle Tools project. So here you are looking at your projects board, and you want to go in. Actually, before you even go into your project, you want to go to your account and make sure that your Noodle Tools account is set up to speak to your Google Docs account. So we're going to go into My Account, and in My Account at the bottom of the profile you see Google Account ID. And here is where you want to put in your entire Google login username. So it's your first name, last name, no space, and at duxbury.k12.ma.us. Mine's a little different because it's my first initial, but you remember that you have your whole first given name and your whole last name. So that needs to go into this little box right here. And if you have this checkbox available to you, that this is a Google Apps for Education account, you want to check that box because it in fact is an educational account. Then you want to go ahead and click Save Profile. So now you have it set up to speak to Google Docs for you. So here we are at our projects, and in order to get it on your glog, you first have to publish it to your Google Docs page. So click into your project and click into the bibliography, and over on the top left menu bar here you'll see the Print Export button, and you want to choose Print or Export to Google Docs. Go ahead and log into your Google Docs page. And you're going to get this message. This message is asking you if it's okay for Noodle Tools to access your Google Docs page, and it is, so go ahead and grant access to that. And this is what your bibliography should look like when it's done and it's sitting in Google Docs. It's the works cited, and it's going to be a very complete list of sources. And I should mention at this point that you do not want to do this process until you are completely done with your bibliography, because any changes you make in Noodle Tools do not change to your Google Docs account, so you have to go through this whole process over again if you make even the slightest change to your Noodle Tools. So be sure that you're completely done with that Noodle Tools bibliography before you go ahead and export it to Google Docs. So here we are. Make sure that the name of the file has your last name in it and your period number at the very least. So you can change this if you don't feel like it's accurate. So you might need to change the period number, or your name needs to be added to it, or what have you. And then you have to come up here in the top right corner to the Share button, and you're used to doing this because you've shared your documents with me before, but this is a slightly different share. You need to do 2 different things on your share this time. First off, you have to make it viewable to everybody with the link, and we've never done that before. Then you need to also share it with me and make me able to edit it. So let's first take care of the first change. So right now the access is private. That's the way the default is set. Only the people listed can access it. You want to change that, and you want to choose the second option, which is anybody with the link can view it. And notice here it's can view, not edit or comment. You don't want people going into your glog and changing your bibliography. You simply want them to be able to see it. So keep it as can view. Click Save. And then you need to do step 2, which is to add me by name. And so the only reason my name is listed here is because I authored this particular bibliography. When you look at this, your name's going to appear here as the owner. Click into the Add People box. Then when the blue link comes up, choose from contacts. In the search bar, type my name in. Choose me so that I get the green check mark. And click Done. Now, two very important things here. Make sure that I can edit it, and do not notify me by email, please. Uncheck that box. And then click Share and Save. OK. And notice the link here. That's a very important link for you. So before you click Done, you want to go ahead and click into that box and select that entire link and do a copy. Edit, copy, or Command C for copy. And then you can click Done. Then you want to open up your glog, and you want to go all the way to the bottom of the page where your glogs in progress are, and you want to click Edit. And then basically, in order to get an icon or a badge for your bibliography, you want to choose text. And you can pick any one of the text that you want to use. Obviously, it's entirely up to you what you use. And again, it maybe should be in keeping with your style of your whole page. And choose one and use it. And you saw it just floated down to your page, so now you need to go find it. And click on it, get the Edit button, and that will allow you to type the word bibliography. Now you may want to say click here to view my bibliography, or you might just want to keep the title, bibliography. That's entirely up to you. And perhaps you want to make the font bigger. Maybe you want to center it. Maybe you want to change the color. Click Apply. And maybe you want to change the size. You don't really need it to be giant. It's only your bibliography. It's not one of the main features on the page. And then to embed the link to your actual Google Docs page, I want you to click Edit. And then do you see the link here, the chain, that looks like a piece of a chain? Click on that, and in the box, go ahead and paste, or Command V, that link that we took off of the Google Docs page. Click OK, and move it wherever you want it on the page. And I recommend putting your bibliography toward the bottom of the page. And you can see I have a few of them here because I've done this with several classes. You won't be able to test it out until you go into preview mode, just as it is with every other element you put on your page. So here we are. Now I can test it out. Click it, and it should bring you to your Google Doc Works Cited. And you are all set now. That should be the final step of creating your glog, and you should be all set for presentation.